What's going on, you guys? This is the Multicore. I'm Wes.
Jordan!
And it's been quite a long time since we've been here on the Multicore, so we apologize for that. But we finally got better equipment and better stuff to do more videos for you guys.
Yes, indeed.
So there's gonna be quite a few going forward every week. Either from me or from Jordan.
Yep.
Or from Seth, which you guys haven't met yet, but he's an owner of the channel as well.
Yes, indeed.
And there might be some other people going in on this channel as well. But besides all that, we're bringing you another tier ranking video. And today, Jordan, what do we have for them?
We have some Halo enemy tier ranking today. So what we're going to be doing is going, looks like, from Halo 1 to 4.
Alrighty. Let's knock this one out, shall we?
Yes, indeed.
So starting with a
Flood carrier.
Flood parasite carrier, we have where would you rank these guys as far as
Are we going based on lethality, do you want to go to, or do you want to go with difficulty, do you think?
let's put them as the same category as both design and difficulty. So like if we could find a soft spot in the middle.
Yeah.
Like for example, difficulty and design wise, this guy's like a C or D for me. But what are you thinking?
I find the design actually to be terrifying. That's what got me as a kid when I first played Halo 1. It was one of those things where, yes, that's the thing that got me, because it was just utterly terrifying. From there, I would definitely put it at a B or C as far as character design and difficulty with the enemies. When they pop and they send you flying, that is not good. Especially in the mission in the library, that was a pain.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't really have much to say about these guys because they really are just there in the story.
Yo.
They kind of just walk around. They explode. They kill you if you get too close. They're not really a threat, I would say, unless you turn the corner in a dark hallway, like for example,
in the library.
Exactly, yeah, like the library.
And you're like, uh-oh, can't go backwards.
Yeah, they're kind of just there. They're kind of annoying.
Yep.
Design-wise, they're not the best looking thing. It's kind of just a blob, you know?
Yeah, they have improved on it over the years. I would go with the C.
Yeah, I agree. The C, because there could be some worse characters, worse enemies anyways.
Yo.
Here we have this thing.
The Watchers.
Is this from Halo 4?
Halo 4, Halo 5 Guardians, etc.
These things are... Let's just be real. They're bad. I don't know, Jordan.
As far as design, I think they're actually quite interesting. As far as their design goes, it is kind of like a knockoff of some drones from like Division or something, in my opinion. But then again, it's one of those things where they were a very difficult enemy to defeat. If you didn't have precision weapons, otherwise you're screwed. What do you think on that?
So yeah, as far as the difficulty standby goes,
I'd definitely go with the C tier as well.
Yeah, this is definitely another C tier character. I don't really have much to say about these guys.
They were supposed to be grunt level, but they did get that added buff in Halo 4 when they first were released. So they're more Jackal tier.
Yeah, they're a C character for sure. A C enemy, my bad. And then we have a basic Flood combat form. Honestly,
Halo 2 from Halo 1, they were just always a pain.
Yeah.
Depends on what weapon you're using. Shotgun. Assault rifle.
You know what?
Magnum.
They're not bad. They're not a bad character. They're not bad design, honestly, either.
And with the anniversary updates, they did make it to where if you knocked off the head, it would actually animate certain body parts and limbs being lost if it was the original host or the Flood as well. So I feel like they did that well.
As far as an enemy type goes, this one remains consistent as far as the difficulty goes. Mm-hmm. Especially if you're getting swarmed by them, right? Because the whole premise
is... the Flood is zombies.
Exactly, and you're getting overran. It's a group of them. They have guns. Like, literally, this is an A character, I feel like.
I can agree with that.
This is borderline S, but there are some Halo enemies that do go in the S category.
Yep.
As far as basic enemies that you do encounter in some of these Halo games, I would say the basic combat flood form is an A character.
Yes, sir.
I think 343 nailed it out of the park as far as that enemy type goes, and 343, hopefully they bring them back in some capacity. But
personally, the Halo Wars 2 DLC was really fun, and I liked seeing kind of that whole situation go by. But
right.
with the new Halo 5, Halo Infinite editions, I haven't yet to play it, but I heard the Flood are making a comeback in some way, shape, or form, and it looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, so we'll just see what the future holds for them. Okay, now we have this Flood Spiders, what I like to call them. Oh god. I hate these things with every fiber in my body.
Yep. Their design was definitely unique, and given their ability to transform into two other variants is pretty on par with how you can make them a deadly enemy, along with just overall the look was gut-wrenching back in the day when Halo 3 released. They were just utterly terrifying.
Yeah, the design is pretty good as far as a Flood type goes.
But their weakness is pretty weak, so...
I mean, they're on ceilings, walls, shooting spikes at you. Is that the same thing? Oh, wait, no, because we have this one here.
Yeah, it's the...
This one just crawls at you, then.
They just crawl. It's more...
This one's stupid.
In my opinion, it's just terrifying. Other than that, it's not combat effective until it transforms. It's definitely a D ranking for me.
A D ranking?
Just because, yes, it has that potential to be more, but at the same time,
they didn't really do much more.
It doesn't do anything.
This is a D. I think this is our first D.
Yep, I agree.
Because there's another Flood type where I feel like the design is like, if they use this design right here, this one,
yep,
with what this next character does, then it would be more of a better tier ranked.
Yep.
And I'm of course talking about this one, the Spike Needler, whatever you want to call it, Flood type.
Yeah, the Flora Flood is what I'm calling it.
Yeah, this one I say difficulty wise, it's an A or B because they're annoying, they're up high, they
can be everywhere, and especially if you're on that Halo Legendary run, they're definitely gonna ruin your day.
So this is, let's make it quick and easy. This one's a B.
Yes.
This one's easy, a B, mid tier all the way through.
As it should be.
The design brings it back, or else it'll be like maybe an A. It's just it's a B tier. Okay, the drones. Difficulty wise, they come in swarms. So literally a bunch of them. They come at you. They have plasma pistols only.
And needlers.
And some have needlers, but
very few were capable.
The drones themselves they're okay. They're Covenant. They're cool looking.
And we haven't seen them since.
So they're S tier.
We haven't seen them since, what is it, Reach or Halo 3?
I don't know, but
it's been ODST actually.
I don't know. This might be. They're better than these guys.
They were in Reach. They were in ODST. But it was one of those things where they could swarm me in Reach, and that was like a thing. Like they were taking out Spartans.
And you know what? At the same time, they're just filler too.
Yep.
I don't know. They're B.
B tier.
B tier. Okay, Jackals, a staple enemy in Halo. What do you think, Jordan?
Halo 2 Legendary Jackals were just lethal as can be, in my opinion. It's one of these most staple points enemies of the Covenant army, in my opinion. I'm going S tier on Jackal. Just because how much their damage was and how much their look has progressed since Halo 1.
You're on an S tier?
I do. Because the look of them transformed from looking like, something that just kind of scared you and then went to something very terrifying.
So...
And their damage was absurd.
So
for playing Halo 2 or Halo 3 with snipers, it was just like, you're dead.
So, to his point, I would almost agree. But I think they're just a really good enemy type, especially in Halo 2 Legendary if you're going up against Sniper. Actually, let me take that back. I think they're BS in Halo 2 and Legendary.
Yeah, I was going to say, BS, they kill you way too easy.
But I think they're just another good enemy type, like the Flood here. I don't know. All they have really is just a shield and a kneeler or a plasma pistol. They're just there,
But the Jackal snipers is what get you, though.
But they're they're iconic. You know, they're iconic like
Yeah.
the Chief and the
Alright,
Elites.
if you don't know what they're actually called, we'll put it at A tier. If you know what they're actually called, we'll call them at A tier. Otherwise, we're going to be the S tier. What is the Jackal's
Let's leave it at
actual
A.
name?
I don't know. Do
You
you?
don't know? It's Kigyar.
Nice.
Kick
Did
your
you guys know
pirates.
that? Put a 1 in the comments if you knew that. That's how we know.
We'll
If
leave it
people
at
are,
A so we can agree
that's how we
and
know
move
if
on
people-
with the video.
that's how we know if people are watching or not. Put a 1 in the comments
1.
if you knew the name to that. And again, we might move some of these at the end, but let's leave it at A for now.
Okay, agreed.
Let's see what the S's look like.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think our next one, in my opinion, is definitely that fear factor, the damage.
okay, so now we have the Hunters, and they're in every Halo game, just about. I would put the Hunt. Okay, this is not even debatable for me. I think this is the first S.
I think so as well.
This is such an iconic look of a
and
enemy
just their
type.
overpowered, just everything except for the one-shot Magnum was the only thing that I didn't like about them. And if that's a complaint and that's the only thing I have, that's S tier all the way.
Yeah, they're designed. They have their own theme, which is pretty cool, and especially like in Halo 5, when you first come across them,
Come across
it's
the
scary.
chief on the
Like,
ship,
it actually
that
jump
was
scares you.
Yeah, exactly.
so that just shows
And the
you
fact
right
that
there.
there are worms, like thousands of them in one, that's utterly
Yeah,
that makes me want to crap my pants.
it's a crazy design. It's a crazy character, and it's challenging character. It meets every tier as far as an S tier goes.
Let's see. Put a 2 in the comments if you know what their name is. It's Let Golo.
Nice.
Not Let
Nice.
Go Low.
What-
It's Let
What
Golo.
the heck is this?
It looks like the Warden.
Are you sure?
Because it said it up top, it was the Warden. That or it's.
Did it really say that?
I think it is, but I can't tell because.
I don't know.
Is it the Warden? Yeah, 'cause they have the soldiers on here too, so yeah, it's Warden. That's the Warden, because we got the crawlers and soldiers from Halo 5.
What is this?
That's a Spartan.
That's an enemy?
Yeah, I guess so. Or,
What is this?
that one right there is going to be from the.
So you're saying this is the Warden?
That's the Warden, yep.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay,
If
let's
I'm wrong, you guys can hate me.
act like this is the Warden. Should we look it up on Google?
Just go up a little bit, it shows you. Warden is excluded.
Where?
That's how many you fought.
Warden is excluded.
But that's from the other games, from Infinite.
So this is
That's
ain't
definitely the Warden, yep.
No, that means it won't be in here. Warden is excluded. It's not on this list.
Oh, then who is that?
Marines and Spartans, because why not? Dude, who
Alright.
made this list? We don't know who this is. Honestly, if anyone knows, let us know in the comments.
Otherwise, go in D tier, because it's Autobots rollout is what it looks like to me.
And this is embarrassing, but like we don't know.
Not known.
Question mark. We don't know. Same goes with this. The Spartan. Let's get this out of the way.
All said Marines and Spartans are included.
I know. So Spartans has like, I guess Halo multiplayer. What do you
And
think
then-
as a threat and character design? What do you think? A.
A tier.
Next.
Yeah, it's just a Spartan.
Yeah, just a Spartan, you guys. We don't have to
We
talk
got
too much
now we
about
got
this.
the Marines here.
Is that the Marine?
Yeah, Marines from Halo 1.
Okay, basic. It's
A
basically
tier.
the same thing as a basic flood combat.
Combat form, yeah, except they're not infected. But
And they're allies. Like, I don't get it. Alright, going on. The very basic flood parasite.
Flood parasite form.
Okay, so in Halo 1, you have this whole thing where you're going through the jungle, you go into the base, take the elevators down, there's a massacre, there's a scene, there's a story, and you're like, damn, what happened, you know? And then you have this whole flashback of the video recorder, and you're seeing all the events, and then next thing you know, you get overran by these spoilers, and it sets up this whole new enemy type of the Flood. But in that scene, you just fight these little things, and they explode in one hit.
And big combat tiers too.
So what do you think as far as an infection form?
B. Definitely.
B.
Because they can swarm you on Legendary.
And they're cool. You know, it's a actually
Its design is unique and one of like
Yeah.
the very few to be around still.
yeah, exactly. All right, going on to the next one, we have the Promethean Knights, right?
Yep.
So the Promethean Knights was introduced in Halo 4 when we go on the planet Requiem, and these are the brand new enemy types we see. But are they fun to deal with? No.
No, not at all.
Are they fun to look at?
Yeah.
No. Well, they have that cool scene where it comes on their face and the skull appears.
And then if you break their armor, their head
But
appears.
they just look like a big freaking jetpack in the feet, like far away. They're just.
Yeah, but then in Halo 5 they went from easier to kill to like death. So it's one of those things where I definitely leave them at a B tier.
I would almost argue a C tier on these. Maybe even a D tier.
Really, on the Knights.
We'll keep it where it is. I would argue.
I can go with a C. I'll agree with a C.
You know, it's difficult. You know, they are difficult to deal with. I'm not gonna lie.
Halo 5.
Especially in Halo 4 Legendary, and you have all of them in that last
too.
mission, Midnight.
Yep.
And in Halo 5, yeah, the instant kill sword.
Halo 5 went insanity on their difficulty.
Yeah, their difficulty, they get an S tier just for that. On Legendary. Yeah, normal and stuff, they're still kind of annoying. They're A and B.
Yeah,
Let's leave them at B for now.
Yeah, we'll leave them at B.
Oh, God.
They are a unique character as well.
Okay, we have, the technicians, or what do you want to call these guys? Engineers, yeah. Engineers,
Engineers, I didn't really feel
really
like they were an enemy,
yeah.
but they were forced into the Covenant.
They're enemy force, but, like, they're not
But
really...
they didn't want...
They're enslaved.
They
They're enslaved, yeah. They're enslaved, right?
They're enslaved by the Covenant, yeah, exactly. So it's one of those things where you feel bad for them. Their design is amazing.
C.
But they don't have combat effectiveness.
Or D. D. They're not really an enemy. You got this is a tricky one because they just give better shields to the nearby people.
Yep, over shield basically.
But they don't want to. Like they're enslaved.
They don't. They're gonna get blown up, so they know that they're gonna die.
They don't even attack you, and like when you kill one, ashamed of you.
And then again, ODST did have a.
I mean, you kind of have to, but.
But you also had that option of not killing them throughout the whole game of ODST too, which gave you a special achievement.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that. So yeah, D tier, guys. If you disagree, then sorry, our list. I don't know what to tell you. Okay.
So the Grunt, I'm gonna say something right off the bat. It's got to go S tier.
Okay.
Because they had a rebellion that almost crippled the Covenant alone. Just the Grunts themselves. So I'm putting them in S tier. There's nothing you can say about
that. So here we meet my favorite enemy in the game, the Grunts.
Yep.
Yeah, they're S tier. You know, it's not even debatable. They have stories.
There's
only
two factions the Covenant couldn't really control: the Grunts and the Banished.
They have a whole skull dedicated to them. The most popular skull.
Yep.
Grunt birthday party. 3 in the comments if you guys put those on.
Yep.
Because if you don't, what are you doing? All right. Anyways, that's an S tier. We don't have to.
Press F in the chat as well because I don't remember the name of them, and I should. I feel horrible.
We'll just go with the basic names. Okay, we have Sentinels.
Sentinels were a pain to take out, especially in Halo 1. But after that, they got so easy. It takes like 3 shots from a carbine.
This is a C tier.
Absolutely.
They're cool, like.
And I get their like unit focus as far as like controlling the rain, doing security, doing sanitation. But sanitation is where it gets me. It's like, why?
Yeah. Yeah, they're kind of just there, like the monitor. You know, they flip them.
The monitor is in here. He's S tier, but.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, we're missing major enemies here.
Yep.
So we're just going to tell you where we rank them, even if we don't have a picture.
Yep.
So, yeah, they're C. You like to see?
C, yeah.
Like, they're
so they do have combat
they're above these two.
It's the same as a Watcher. It's a Watcher.
Yeah, they're above these two for sure. They're like right there. They're just there, you guys.
Yeah.
They're literally just there. Okay. Flood tank, flood brute, whatever you want to call this freaking thing. Ooh, they're scary as much as the hunters when you first come across them.
After that,
I wish they had a scene. You know what they needed?
They needed their own cutscene.
They needed their own scene.
Besides the one where they show up and say, "Wait,
really
don't
just
shoot, but listen." Yeah, and then they help you. It's like,
yeah. So they're iconic.
That one everybody knew they were gonna betray you. So it's like,
They're iconic. They're a good type.
But they're a lot easier to kill than a hunter, and they're not as lethal as a hunter.
Yeah.
I'd go with an A tier.
This is A tier, for sure. All right. And now we have a brute.
Chieftain.
Well, I know it's a chieftain brute, but I don't see any other brutes here. So let's just go with brutes.
Technically,
Brutes in general.
Brutes in general.
If Tartarus was on here, we'd be having a whole different debate.
Yep.
You know what, brutes?
So the brutes,
They're savage, man.
they're savage. They were
They're
just
like,
they were hard. They're not easy to kill in Halo 1 or Halo 2, 3 or Reach.
They take over. They take over the freaking elite's duties as prophets protectors.
As the Covenant main
Because
infantry.
they're just strong. Simply put, they're strong.
Some of them are smart, but not very many. And by smart, I mean Tartarus and
you know what?
Atriox, but other than that, not really.
I can honestly put them in S or A. You could go either way with these guys.
Yep.
Tartarus, Tartarus is an S. Let's just get him out of the way.
Yep.
He's an S tier boss, S tier enemy. As far as the prophets go, who's also not on here, they're S's as well.
Yep.
The Halo has some amazing bosses, you guys. Well, if you want to call it the prophets bosses, the main dudes. You know,
the main dudes, yep.
The brutes. You know what?
We'll
I almost want to go S. You want to go A?
You want to go S?
I mean, they're a good enemy.
Yeah, they were. And they were the main.
Still
threat.
are. And Infinite,
Still are. Yep.
They're just.
They got a pounding by the.
It depends on the brutes, though.
Here,
Like, the Reach brutes are like and then, the Infinite brutes are like A.
I disagree.
You think the Reach brutes are
all
more
around
brutal?
just rough.
You know what they are? S tier?
S tier.
S tier. Can't go wrong with brutes. You can throw them in, and good luck.
Crawler.
Okay. We have a Forerunner, or not Forerunner.
The crawlers would swarm you, and also having a Night Steal to make them a formidable opponent.
This is B. I mean, if we're playing the Flood Parasite in B, this is a B too.
Oh, absolutely.
This is the high B. This is a high B. They're right here. These three are basically the same to me.
Yeah,
they all of them are.
And they could have a sniper variant too of the crawler, which was a one shot.
Oh, but if we're doing this by difficulty, then this has to go up.
Oh, by far, yeah.
Alright, guys. Crawler's a B.
Yeah.
Knight
goes to an A.
The Promethean Knight is definitely.
It's the primary Forerunner unit, so.
I'll put them right here, and then that looks better.
Yeah, I agree.
Kinda. Maybe I'll put this one. What would you say? No.
As far as the tank goes, I actually wasn't a fan of them as a character.
Yeah.
I would go lower.
That's good, right there.
Yeah.
All right.
Promethean soldiers.
Yeah.
Exclusive to Halo 5.
Which I still don't know if they even have a backstory. Is there anything going on with these guys?
So the Promethean crawlers, watchers, knights, soldiers, they're all humans from back during the human Foreigner War. So they're formidable. But they've been repurposed by the composer. Fun fact.
They're just there though.
They are an easier opponent than the Knights by far, but I would still go B tier.
Yeah, this is a high B, guys.
B, yeah, it's gotta go.
If they had more to them, if they had something interesting going, they're just there, dude.
Yeah.
Just like the other Bs. All right. Oh, we have this Halo 2 robot beam sentinel boss looking thing.
Yeah.
This is the best way to describe
Sentinel,
them.
basically.
Boss Sentinel.
Big Daddy Sentinel.
But they're just there. They shoot rockets. Do they have anything else?
They're mini lasers, but
these are really easy to destroy, even on legendary. It's not really a threat, you guys. You can literally walk past them too. Yeah, but just
you can walk past 90% of them.
The design is cool. I actually really dig the design.
Yeah,
that's the only thing
what about the further missions when you're playing as the Arbiter? You're in the
with the flood. Then they're a little bit more. Well, that's where they are. That's the only times they're there.
They're also in the beginning of the game too, after Oracle and after Delta Halo. When you get the icon.
That's the same mission.
No, it's not.
With Arbiter.
No, there's two missions. So there's the mission where after
Sacred Icon and Gravemind.
Sacred Icon and Gravemind are two different missions.
This one.
Then there's also the. Oh, hate me in the comments, but later on in the game, before Uprising and Great Journey, there was another mission where you'd go through and do a couple other vehicle missions as the Arbiter. Am I being stupid?
That's Sacred Icon.
No, Sacred Icon was the one where you're securing the icon. There was another
mission.
part after that.
Gravemind.
Is that Gravemind?
Gravemind.
Okay, then that's Gravemind.
Well, wait, Halo 2?
Yeah.
Because Great Mind you start... Wait, there is another one. There's Sacred Icon... Oh, god damn it, dude. Look it up. We're looking it up live. But right now, as far as the enemy design goes and tier ranking, I think exactly where I just put it is fine with me.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I agree. B tier.
Because he's not better than any of these guys.
No, but he is better than a normal Sentinel.
And he is better than these guys.
I'm just going to look up the Halo 2 mission list.
Alright, okay,
I feel
elites.
stupid.
Elites.
Elites, you know they're S tier.
S tier. They're like... They're right there. They're above the brutes, in my opinion.
Oh, by far.
You know what? You can't even argue that they're above the hunters or the grunts. Because these four up here is a staple of Halo. This is a staple of Halo right here.
Quarantine Zone.
Quarantine Zone. God damn it. Sacred Icon. Quarantine Zone. God damn it. Quarantine Zone.
Yep. So Quarantine Zone
We're
was the one I was thinking
stupid
of.
people. Don't judge us too harsh. Yeah, the elites are just iconic. The energy sword. And in Halo 1, fun fact, they're gold.
Yep.
Well,
the gold
they-
form with the energy sword.
The harder elites,
crap
right?
outta you,
Yep. And they're invisible. They're cool. They're just iconic. They're cool. Not much to say about them. They look
No.
cool. They're slick. They're cool. They're just cool.
Now, what about the indigenous reach monster things? That's our next character.
What, this thing?
Indigenous to reach.
What the hell is this thing?
It's the one on Nightfall.
I-
When you're with June sniping.
I
looking for the
never
Covenant.
seen this thing.
You probably ran past it as one slaughtering Covenant forces. And
Okay.
You're running through the water. You're running through the canal.
I played that game so many times, and
It's
I never
definitely-
played it. I never
It's
seen
definitely
this
one of
thing.
those things where I just skip it every time. It's actually a tank to take down.
You actually
on a
have to
harder
fight this thing?
difficulty. Yeah, on a harder difficulty, it's
What?
harder to take down. But if you choose to run by it, it's also just run by. So it's definitely a D tier character. You can just run
Alright.
by it.
D tier.
There's no saying it won't stop you from.
This thing is
Getting
as
by.
bad as those two, if you want to count this one.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? This doesn't count. Let's just put it right there. Oh,
So the new.
this is Infinite, because I
What are they
just got
called,
to this.
though?
I don't know. And
I
they
haven't
suck
played
too.
enough Infinite to say, so I can't really comment. But it's one of those things where
They suck though.
Huh?
They die easily too.
they die easily.
God,
I would
they
go
have-
D tier just because I don't know enough about them.
So here's the I'm just now playing through Halo Infinite, and I just got to I'm past this part, but where you go into the mining facility and literally,
Yep.
you know, they drag the monitor down there and you come across them. They're a new enemy, right? They have a cool introduction. The whole mission is literally getting to this part, and they all come out, right?
Yep.
You release them basically. I can't remember the name of them for the life of me.
You know.
It's a forgettable name. It's not nothing like the elites or the
Or
grunts
the
where it's simple.
Watchers, even. Yeah.
Like, oh god, I don't know. And
They're
one,
definitely a Watcher style character.
they're like
I'm
a
good with
drone.
that.
They're like drones, bro. They're literally like
Watcher
drones.
style, dude.
They're not A tier.
They're definitely not B tier either.
They're
'cause
not
they are
B tier
easy to
either.
kill.
They're C tier.
They're better than drones.
This is the high C. High C.
I see.
Do you think drones are better than them? They're the same thing, though. You guys, you have to understand. They both die in a couple hits. This
the,
has a plasma pistol repeater thing, which is awful.
Heatwave, yeah.
This is a terrible enemy. 343.
And the weapons need to go bye bye.
And they could have been scary. They could have been cool too.
They
'Cause
could have been.
They
a
set
lot
it up
worse.
as like the
They
next
could have
big
made
thing.
it a lot, and it's gonna be the next big thing. But as of right now, it's definitely. C
As
tier.
of right now, they're weak and low C tier.
Yep.
All right, that's it, you guys. So let's real quickly talk about the enemies that's not here. I don't see Tartarus.
Oh my god, we are so stupid.
Who is this?
That's the elite combat form. We are so stupid. That is the Flood elite combat form.
Well, if that's the case, they're just right here too.
Wow, I feel
Is that really
really
the elite?
dumbfounded. That is the elite combat form. Look at it. You got the Flood right here in the middle, and then you got the elite armor and the
I
elite armor.
guess.
Yeah, that's the.
If
Elite.
that is, you guys, that's such a generic image.
Yeah, I feel horrible.
Where do you see the
Delete
Flood?
This. It's the
No, we
Flood
don't
in
need
the
to
middle of
delete
his
this.
chest.
Whoever created this list is awful.
No, like look at it. It's clearly Flood based elite. Isn't it?
Really?
Or is that the Warden? That's the Warden. That is the Warden. I told you it is.
We don't know who that is, so you guys.
I feel really stupid for
Okay,
saying combat
okay. Let's just say
elite,
it's Flood Elite. It's an A because it's with these guys.
fair enough, yeah.
If it's the Warden,
It's
high
still
A.
there.
It's
yeah.
still an A, dude. Like,
But
I don't
you
know
can't
who
really
this
tell with
is.
this picture.
so we're gonna put.
I'm
him
almost certain it's the Warden. I'm almost certain.
here. Okay, now let's talk about people that's not here. The Prophets is an S tier.
Yep. Atriox.
Tartarus and Atriox, all of them are an S tier. Eshram, okay. I can't really speak on him that much because
You haven't gotten to that part. I have.
Jordan to say a tier ranking, but don't spoil anything. So what's your
Honestly,
tier
I'm going B,
ranking? Okay.
and there's a reason for it, which you will find.
All right.
Which you
Stop
will
right
find
there.
out. I'm not gonna say any more because it's a spoiler, but in my opinion, that boss fight was horrific.
Okay, and then
Not in a good way. Either.
any of the Halo Infinite bosses, any honorable mentions there? You want to put anyone up?
Bloodblade.
Is that the elite with the two swords?
The elites.
Because that was
Blade
a
Ma-
cool
Blade
fight.
Master.
That was a cool fight. I like that fight.
Did you beat him yet?
Yeah, that was such a
I'm
cool
not
fight.
gonna lie. I was playing on Heroic my first time around. I went and hammered him, and killed him in one shot. That was like the most pathetic boss I've ever seen.
He's cool though. I
He's
like
cool,
it.
but his strength
A-tier,
is
A-tier,
horrible.
A-tier.
B tier.
A-tier.
B tier.
The red blades, dude. A-tier.
B tier. Sorry, bud.
Debatable. Let
Debatable.
us know in the comments where you guys put him. And then there's a lot of people missing, like the Monitor, Gravemind. I don't even see fucking Gravemind is S tier.
Gravemind definitely S tier. What
Fight
about
that thing, good
343
luck.
Guilty Spark.
We haven't fought a Gravemind yet.
No, we don't need to
It's,
either.
well, unless you want to count Halo Wars 2, but
Yeah.
like Chief and stuff, we haven't fought a Gravemind yet.
No.
And I'm actually waiting for that. I hope, dude.
Yeah, I can understand that.
People are
I can
hoping.
understand his reasoning there. That would be a dope fight, but it would be a hard fight.
And then
Like 20 scarabs hard.
who else are we missing? Is that it?
I think we're about good.
Yeah, I think so. All right. And then that main girl thing from this race, I don't know her name, but she's an Infinite.
The Harbinger.
What's her name?
Harbinger.
Where do you think she is? No spoilers. So you can
As far as boss battle
Just tell me
goes,
the
I had a
letter.
pain in the rear end time. I had to lower my difficulty for her fight. I went down to normal S tier. She's
Ooh,
just
really?
overpowered.
Really? Shit. That's not
She's definitely overpowered. Way better than Esram was. As far as the fight goes, too, it was really just it gave me a lot of feels.
good. Well, there you go, you guys. Again, we are the Multicore. I'm Wes.
Jordan!
Be looking out for more videos. This was our Halo enemy tier ranking.
I'm definitely going to be doing my own tier ranking video. It's going to be on Reapers and Mass Effect enemies. Personally, just one of my all-time favorite games, so
On this
look
channel?
forward to seeing that soon. Yes, sir.
On the channel. Get the word out. Subscribe. Follow us. Stuff like that.
Yup.
Yeah. Peace out, you guys.